Stop. Do not scroll past this, because what I am about to reveal is not random. If this message reached you, it means you are standing at the edge of a moment that has already been approved in the spiritual realm. I am Archangel Michael, and I need you to listen carefully. You are about to meet someone known, someone respected, someone whose name carries influence. But this meeting is not happening by chance. You may think it will be coincidence. You may think it will be luck. You may even try to explain it logically. But deep down, you will feel it, that this moment was arranged long before you ever imagined it. Because this is not about fame. This is not about impressing someone. This is not about status. Cross swords, this is about assignment. There is something inside you that has been hidden for a long time. Not because you were not ready, but because the world was not ready to see it. You have been in a silent season. A season where nothing made sense. A season where you kept asking, why is nothing moving? Why am I not being seen? Why do others move ahead so easily, but not me? And while you were asking questions, heaven was working in silence. You were being prepared, not for small opportunities, but for moments that require weight. Because the person you are about to meet is not ordinary either. They carry influence. They carry reach. They carry access to rooms you could never enter on your own. And this is why your process was so intense. Because what is coming needed you to become someone who can handle it. Listen carefully now. This is very important. Warning, not every connection is divine. Warning, not every opportunity is meant for you. Warning, not every person with influence is sent by God. But this one is different. You will not feel pressure to impress them. You will not feel the need to prove yourself. You will not feel like you're chasing something. Instead, it will feel natural. It will feel aligned. It will feel like it was always meant to happen. And when that moment comes, you will realize something powerful. Crossroads, they are not meeting you to give you value. They are meeting you to recognize the value that was already placed inside you. But before that happens, there is an instruction, and this instruction will decide everything. Stay silent. Do not announce what you feel. Do not tell everyone what you sense is coming. Do not try to explain your next move, because what is forming right now is still fragile. When something is still growing, it needs protection, not attention. Many people lose their breakthrough, not because it was not meant for them, but because they exposed it too early. They spoke too soon. They shared with the wrong people. They invited opinions into a space where only divine timing should exist. And slowly, what was powerful became delayed. That will not happen to you, because you are being warned before the moment arrives. You have already felt it, haven't you? That strange shift inside you, that quiet confidence, mixed with uncertainty, that feeling that something is coming, but you cannot explain what. That is not your imagination. That is alignment. You're being positioned. You're being moved. You're being guided into a moment that will change direction. But listen, this is where you must be different. Do not chase this meeting. Do not force this connection. Do not try to make it happen faster. Because what is truly meant for you does not need your pressure. It will come at the right time, in the right place, through the right path. And when it does, you will not miss it. Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal now will protect what is coming into your life. You are about to meet someone influential. Yes, but not every influential person is sent for your purpose. Warning, this is where many people get confused. They see status, they see success, they see fame, and they assume this must be it. No, listen carefully. Cross towards divine connections do not create confusion. They create clarity. So how will you know that this meeting is real, that it is aligned, that it is sent for your assignment, and not your distraction? Here is the first sign. When this person enters your life, you will not feel small. Let that sink in, because most people, when they meet someone famous, they shrink, they become nervous, they try to impress, they try to fit in. But this time, it'll be different. You will feel calm, grounded, centered, not because they are ordinary, but because something inside you will recognize. Cross towards, I belong in this moment. That feeling is not ego, that is alignment. Second sign, you will not feel the need to chase them. There will be no desperation, no overthinking, no what should I say, panic. Instead, there will be a natural flow. Conversations will feel effortless. Timing will feel smooth. Moments will connect without force. Because when heaven arranges something, it does not require struggle to hold it together. Third sign, this connection will activate something inside you. Not insecurity, not comparison, but purpose. After meeting them, you will not just think about them. You will start thinking about your path, your vision, your next level. Because real connections do not distract you from your calling. Crossroads, they pull you deeper into it. Now listen carefully, because this is the part most people never understand. The enemy already knows this moment is coming. Before you ever realized it, before you ever sensed it, before you ever felt this shift, warning was already detected. And that is why your journey has been so difficult. Think about it. Every time you got close to clarity, something confused you. Every time you felt ready, something drained you. Every time you tried to move forward, something delayed you. That was not random. That was strategy. Warning distraction. Warning delay. Warning doubt. Warning wrong connections. Warning emotional exhaustion. All designed for one purpose: to stop you from reaching this exact moment. But here you are, still standing, still moving, still receiving this message. That means one thing: crossroads, you are not stopped. And now, the enemy's last strategy is very simple: to make you ruin it yourself. How? By making you speak too soon, by making you overshare, by making you announce what is still forming, by making you bring the wrong people into a sacred process. Because once something is exposed too early, it becomes vulnerable. Opinions enter, doubt enters, energy shifts, and what was meant to grow quietly starts breaking under pressure. That is why I'm telling you again, stay silent, not out of fear, but out of wisdom. There are things that are not meant for public discussion. There are moments that must be protected until they fully arrive. Even you don't fully understand what is coming yet. So why would you explain it to people who cannot feel what you feel? Silence is not weakness. Cross-sword silence is protection. Now listen, this next part is important. Not everyone who shows up now is meant to stay. As your life begins to shift, as your energy begins to change, as your path begins to open, warning, new people will appear. Some will feel exciting, some will feel familiar, some will feel right, but not all of them are sent. Some are distractions, some are tests, some are temporary, and if you are not careful, you will give access to people who are never meant to be close to you. That is why your discernment is increasing right now. You are noticing things faster. You are reading people quicker. You are feeling energy more deeply. That is not overthinking. That is preparation. Because the moment you are approaching, crossed swords requires clarity. And clarity only comes when you're not surrounded by noise. Stay with me, because now I'm going to show you something. Not just words, but a glimpse, a preview of what is about to unfold in your life. Close your mind to distractions for a moment and just feel this. The meeting you are waiting for will not come with an announcement. There will be no warning, no countdown, no dramatic signs saying this is it. It will look like a normal day. Maybe you are stepping out. Maybe you are working. Maybe you are scrolling. Maybe you are somewhere you didn't even plan to be. And suddenly, high voltage, the moment arrives. You won't recognize it immediately. Not with your mind, but your spirit will pause. There will be a slight shift, a stillness, a quiet awareness that something just changed. And then you see them, not in a dramatic slow motion movie way, but in a real grounded moment. And here is what will surprise you. Crossroads, you will not panic. You will not freeze. You will not feel overwhelmed. Instead, you will feel steady, almost like you've been here before, because in a way, you have. This moment was rehearsed in the spiritual realm, long before it appeared in your physical life. And when interaction begins, it won't feel forced. No awkward energy, no trying too hard, no chasing attention. Words will flow, energy will match, timing will align. And here's the most powerful part. High voltage, they will notice you. Not just your face, not just your presence, but something deeper, something they cannot fully explain, but cannot ignore either. Because what they are sensing, cross swords, is what God placed inside you. This is why you were hidden. Because if you have been exposed too early, this moment would not carry the same weight. Now, listen carefully, because this is where everything shifts. After this meeting, your life will not look the same. Not instantly on the outside, but internally, everything will change. Your confidence will rise. Not fake confidence, but grounded certainty. You will stop doubting yourself. You will stop questioning your path. You will stop feeling behind, because now you will have seen proof. Proof that you are not invisible. Proof that you are not ordinary. Proof that you are never late. Crossroads are being timed, and suddenly, things will start moving. Opportunities, connections, ideas, clarity. Doors that once felt locked will begin to open, not because you forced them, but because the right moment unlocked them. But listen, this is important. Do not let this moment change who you are. Do not become someone who seeks validation. Do not become someone who chases status. Do not lose the depth that brought you here, because the connection is not your destination. Crossroads, it is a doorway, and many people reach the door, but forget why they were called to it. Stay grounded, stay real, stay aligned, because what is coming after this is even bigger than the meeting itself. Stay with me, because this is where everything comes together. You're not just being prepared for a meeting. You are being prepared for a shift in how you see yourself, a shift in how others see you, a shift in the direction of your life. And many people are not ready for what happens after that moment, because they think, once I meet the right person, everything will be easy. No, listen carefully. Crossroads, the meeting is not the reward, it is the responsibility. Because once you are seen, you can no longer hide. Once your value is recognized, you can no longer pretend to be small. Once the door opens, you must have the courage to walk through it. And that is where most people fail. Not before the opportunity, but after it. They get overwhelmed. They lose focus. They start chasing attention instead of purpose. And slowly, they fall back into the same cycle they once prayed to escape. That will not be your story, because you are being prepared differently. Everything you went through, the silence, the delays, the confusion, the isolation, it was not punishment. Crossroads, it was training. Training your mind to stay calm under pressure. Training your heart to stay pure under attention. Training your spirit to stay aligned, even when everything around you changes. Now, listen carefully, because this instruction is everything. When this moment comes, stay the same person. Stay grounded. Stay humble. Stay aware. Do not try to impress. Do not try to prove. Do not try to become something you are not. Because what brought you here, Crossroads, is exactly what will sustain you there. Your authenticity, your depth, your discipline, that is your power. And the moment you trade that for approval, for validation, for status, you lose the very thing that made you stand out. So when the connection happens, be present, not in your head, not overthinking, not analyzing every word, just present, because this moment was not created for performance. Crossroads, it was created for alignment. Now hear this very deeply. The person you are about to meet is not above you. They are not your source. They are not your savior. They are not your destination. They are part of the plan, a piece of the puzzle, a bridge to the next level of your assignment. And if you understand that, you will never lose yourself in the process, because your identity was never in people. Crossroads, it was always in what God placed inside you. Now, take a moment and feel this. Everything you went through led to this. Every delay, every rejection, every moment you felt unseen. It was aligning you, not away from your path, but directly into it. And now, you are closer than ever, closer than you think, closer than you feel, closer than your mind can even process. This is not luck. This is not coincidence. Crossroads, this is divine timing. And nothing can stop what is meant to reach you now. Not your past, not your mistakes, not your doubts, not people, not delays, because what is coming was never in their control. It was always in God's hands. Now receive this. You're not late. You're not behind. You're not overlooked. You are chosen, prepared, positioned, in the moment you've been waiting for. Crossroads is already moving toward you. Not someday, not eventually. Soon, very soon. So stay ready, stay silent, stay aligned, because when it arrives, you will know, not with fear, not with confusion, but with certainty. Cross towards this is it. And when that moment comes, step forward, not as someone trying to become worthy, but as someone who already is, because you were never waiting to become ready. Cross towards you were being prepared to recognize the moment. This is your time. Fire, stay with me, because what happens after the meeting is what truly defines everything. Many people think the breakthrough is the moment. No, cross towards the breakthrough is what you do after the moment. Because once this connection happens, your life will begin to accelerate. Things that once felt slow will start moving faster. Decisions will come quicker. Opportunities will appear suddenly. People will start noticing you. And at first, it will feel exciting, but then it may feel overwhelming because your life is shifting from hidden to visible, and visibility comes with pressure. Now, listen carefully, because this is where you must be strong. Do not lose your discipline. The same habits, the same focus, the same mindset that carried you in silence. Cross swords must stay with you in visibility, because many people pray for elevation, but are not prepared to sustain it. They change too quickly. They become distracted. They lose their center, and slowly they fall, not because they were not chosen, but because they were not stable. That will not be your story, because your foundation was built in silence. You learned patience. You learned control. You learned how to keep going, even when nobody was watching. Cross swords, that is your advantage. Now here is something very important. After this meeting, not everyone will celebrate you. Some will question you. Some will doubt you. Some will act differently, because your growth will expose their limitations. And that is okay. Do not try to explain yourself. Do not try to convince people. Do not try to prove your worth. Because the moment you start explaining, you lose your energy. Cross swords, let your results speak. Let your growth speak. Let your presence speak. Because what is real does not need constant validation. Now listen, because this part is deep. You are not just stepping into success. You are stepping into responsibility. Your voice will carry weight. Your actions will influence others. Your presence will impact rooms. And that means you must stay aligned, not with people, not with trends. Cross swords, but with purpose. Because the higher you rise, the more important alignment becomes. Stay here for a moment. Do not rush this ending, because something inside you is already shifting. You did not watch this message by accident. You did not stay this long without a reason. Cross swords, something in your spirit recognized this. And that recognition is not small. It means you are ready. Not just ready for a meeting, but ready for a new version of yourself. Take a deep breath and feel this truth. You are no longer the person who was confused. You are no longer the person who doubted everything. You are no longer the person who felt lost in the process. Cross swords, you have changed, even if nobody noticed, even if nothing looked different outside. Inside you, everything has been transforming. Your mindset, your strength, your awareness, your patience. And now, it is about to show, not slowly, not eventually, cross swords, but suddenly, because that is how divine timing works. It feels like nothing is happening for a long time, and then all at once, everything shifts. Doors open, people appear, paths become clear, and you realize, cross swords, it was all leading here. Now listen carefully. This is your moment of alignment. I want you to say this within yourself. I am ready, not desperate, not chasing, not forcing. Cross swords, ready. I trust the timing of my life. I do not need to prove myself. I do not need to rush my process. What is meant for me is already moving toward me. Cross swords, and I will recognize it when it arrives. Feel those words. Do not just hear them, because this is not motivation. This is activation. Something is being unlocked inside you right now. And once you feel it, you cannot go back to who you were before. Now hear this final truth. The person you are about to meet is not the miracle. Cross swords, you are. They are just the confirmation. A confirmation of your growth. A confirmation of your preparation. A confirmation of your timing. So do not place them above yourself. Do not lose your power in their presence. Because what they will recognize in you Crossed swords is what was always there. Now, as you step forward from this moment, carry this with you. Move in silence. Walk with confidence. Stay grounded in truth. And when the moment arrives, crossed swords, do not hesitate. Do not overthink. Do not shrink. Step into it, because it was designed for you. Not by accident, not by luck. Crossed swords, but by divine order. And nothing can take away what has been prepared for you. Now before you leave, lock this in, type in your heart, or even whisper it. Crossed swords, I am ready for what is coming. Because you are, more than you realize, more than you feel, more than you have ever been before. This is not the end. Crossed swords, this is the beginning. If this message found you, it means you are not walking alone in this season. More guidance is coming. More clarity is coming. More moments like this are already being prepared for you. So stay connected, subscribe, and keep your spirit open, because the next message might arrive exactly when you need it most. Crossed swords, I will be here, guiding, protecting, preparing you for what is next.